Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 14, verse 8. In verse 6, he talked about Satoguna and how it binds you. In verse 7, he talked about Rajoguna and how it binds you. And now he's talking about Tamoguna and how it binds you and how, so he's like, okay, so let's sing our prayers and it's a little depressing because I feel like I'm relating to all of these Rajoguna and Tamoguna things, so it's a little bit depressing, but we're going to determine and that we're going to move out of it and beg Bhagwan Shri Krishna to help us move out of it. Okay, so let's sing our prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, thank you for giving us this verse that explains what Tamoguna is, what the Tamoguna looks like, and please, please, please help us move out of this Tamoguna. Help me move out of this Tamoguna. I'm not going to say anybody else has, but please help me move out of this Tamoguna and into Rajas and then Sattva, and then please help me move to Transcendental. Ooh, scary. Okay, so let's sing the verse. Tamastvagyanajam vidhi mohanam sarvadehinam pramadalasya nidrabhis tannibadhnati bharata. Badhnati is like to bind. Bandhan in Hindi. Bharata or son of Bharat. So but he's saying but mode of ignorance. So he talked about mode of Satoguna, he talked about Rajoguna in the previous two verses, and now he's saying but, and he says here that but is a very important word, a significant word here. Okay, so let's read the translation. O son of Bharat, know that the mode of darkness born of ignorance is the delusion of all embodied living entities. The results of this mode are madness, indolence, and sleep, which bind the conditioned soul. Okay, so it's born of the indolence, madness, indolence, and sleep. That's what he's saying. And the translation here is born of ignorance is the cause of illusion. It deludes through negligence, laziness, and sleep. So negligence, madness, indolence, laziness, sleep. That's how they've translated it. So he's saying that two is very significant. It's very peculiar qualification of the soul. It's opposite of the mode of goodness. Because in the mode of goodness, by development of knowledge, one can understand what is the truth. But in ignorance, you cannot. You're just mad, right? There is no, instead of making advancement, you become degraded. So we understand, everybody understands that people will die, but people will still madly accumulate wealth. Even though they know that they will die, they will just madly accumulate wealth. That is mode of ignorance, because they don't see that they're going to be there. They're going to die at the end of it, and there's no point in just accumulating wealth. You're not going to take any of it with you. And lazy. So this is what I really resonate. Like I feel I've thought of myself as lazy, and I sleep a lot. So that's, I sleep way more than 6 hours. So yeah, that's very scary to read this verse, because it's like he's calling me out on this. He's like, but you're not even mode of rajas, you're mode of ignorance. I'm like, sorry. But I'm determined to work out of this, part of the thing that I'm doing. I'm reading at least 5 minutes of something spiritual every day. I'm chanting every day something. If I'm not doing my 16 rounds every day, but I'm chanting something. I'm doing these videos. I'm bringing myself out into as much transcendent. I'm now justifying. It's scary. That verse is very scary. My goodness. Okay. Tamoguna is the antithesis. That's why the two word. The two. Tamastva jnana. Two. Persons get pleasure through sleep, laziness, intoxication, violence, and gambling. So I don't do violence, I don't do intoxication, I don't do gambling, but I do sleep and laziness. Okay. They lose their discrimination of what is right and what is wrong, and do not hesitate in resorting to immoral behavior. Right? Okay. Their duty is burdensome and they neglect it, and they're more inclined to sloth and sleep. Okay, and let's read Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He says, "Know that Tama is the quality produced by ignorance which bewilders all those who are embodied. The Jiva is bound to Tamoguna through confusion, laziness, and sleep." So here he's talking about confusion, laziness, and sleep. So laziness and sleep is common to all three. Laziness is common to the last two, and confusion is the different word that's used by different people. Negligence he's saying here, and here he's saying madness. Okay, yeah, okay, so that's it for this verse. We'll do chapter 14 verse 9 in the next video. Wish you lots and lots of Krishna's grace to move out of any tamoguna if you have, or any rajaguna if you have, and then eventually move out of satoguna as well. Wish you lots and lots of Krishna's mercy, Krishna's grace. Radhe Radhe.